Hello guys, welcome to Flying the Birds in Adricata, Journey 27, part 5 of our new player guides. On last part, on part 4, we purchased some equipment at the commons. And now what I will do is another important thing is that is named looting. Looting is very important, especially after a wipe. And if you are new and if you don't have money, looting is good for gathering equipment without having to spend any money. It's an interesting thing to do looting. And the first place I will visit is in the moon Euterpe, in the Microtech planet. It's a moon of Microtech. It's an interesting place because you can always find good loot there, you will see, and also because you can purchase the sealed spirits and sell them to the miners, so it's interesting. And also because in Bachelor Brewery at Euterpe, there is no armistice zone, so you can bring there some equipment, some weapons, some armor, food and drinks, so if sometime you have any problem, you can have like an inventory there, a local inventory. Every outpost has a local inventory. So if you are in problems, you can hold inventories in those places where there are no armistice zones. So if you have a problem, you can go there and pick some drink or some armor or some weapons. Okay. But today it's just for teaching you how to loot, and also. As we will be visiting different places, we will do also trading, so that way I show you how to do trading and also how to move cargo. But you will see. Now I am getting out of atmosphere because I want to show you another thing. In our previous, in one of our previous journeys, I stored a weapon, an FS9, but as we are in an armistice zone, now I cannot grab it. So if you look at the top right of the screen, you see two icons. The one on the left is the ComSat, is the comlink, means that we are in a monitored zone, in a monitored space. And the one on the right is indicating that we are in an armistice zone. In armistice zones, we cannot grab weapons, we cannot grab medical devices, we cannot grab multi-tools. So when I exit the armistice zone, I will show you how to grab a weapon in our ammo rack. So when it disappears, there is no armistice zone, and we can use weapons, we can use paramedical devices, we can use tractor beams. But when you have that icon, you cannot use them. And now that icon has disappeared, we are out of the armistice zone. I am stopping the ship. I have just turned off the cruise control so that the ship will just stop. As you can see, I have not turned off the engines. And now I will show you how to grab from the weapon rack. And this is the weapon rack, and this is an FS9. Now I can grab it. And now I will show you another thing. I always bring with me a P4 AR with a short range scope and an FS9 with a long range scope, because I can do close combat quarter with this. This is the P4 AR, and I can do long range combat with the FS9 with a long range scope. This is how I always equip myself weapons. One for short range and one for long range. The FS9 is not a sniper rifle, but with a good scope. It's really good at long range. Okay, now I will fly to the Euterpe using the star map. Euterpe is here, as you can see. Batch Rowery. Batch Rowery is a dangerous place because it has no armistice zone, and also because it's windy and it's dangerous. It has also very low temperatures. Okay, here I am arriving. Land always like this, with your ship touching the building, because sometimes if you don't do this, the wind will blow your ship away. Make sure that the ramp is touching the ground. Now I am entering. Be careful. There is a ship here, so be careful, because maybe there are players inside. When the button is green, there are no players inside. Anytime you find that button that is cycling or that is red, then it means that someone is inside of the building. Okay? But well, be careful. Here there is no amnesty zone, so here weapons can be used, and it is a monitored zone because we have the comlink icon, but some players will attack you. They don't give it a damn if they get a crime stat, okay? If you kill someone in a monitored space, you will get a crime stat, or you destroy a ship. But today I will not talk about crime stat. Now what I am doing is trying to find loot, boxes to loot. Normally here there is one. In this room there is always here. You can see here there is one. So just F, interact with the F key and loot. If the loot icon does not appear, just go prone. Okay. And here you can see that there are a lot of things. There are weapons, and now I hit the move all button and I transfer it to the local inventory of this of Batch Rowery. In 3.17 we had to move everything one by one. It was crazy. Now we can just click on move all and it moves. Let's see if we can find more loot. Oh, more loot here. And the same thing, just move all. Look at that. This is a paramedical device. This is very important, and I will keep it if I can. No, I cannot. Well, I just move to local inventory. In this way you will always have full of equipment without having to purchase it. Now I am equipping it. As you can see, this is a paramedical device. Very important to always have one. I always bring, as you have seen, 2 weapons, a multi-tool with a tractor beam, a paramedical device with a refill, and 2 weapons, and drinks. The drinks that I have explained in a previous video, that they provide you hydration and food, okay? This is the paramedical device, this is the tractor beam. As we are not in an amnesty zone, I can use them. And this is the terminal for trading, just solve that and use it. And here, when you do trading, when you are at the terminal, always purchase the most expensive thing you find, and always don't spend more than half your money. Okay, so I will purchase the steel spirits, because I know where I can sell this. The cutter only has 4 SUs of cargo. It's not a ship for doing trading. I am just doing it so that you know how to do trading also. And also because I want to show you the cargo refactor, something that was not at 3.17, that is that you can move the cargo. So now, as you can see here, there is a Cutlass Black that has landed. It was white in the radar, so that means that nobody is inside. So I will open it, okay? I will try to open this with the button. It doesn't work, so you can open the ramp machine gunning. So you can machine gun the ramp and it will open. The reloading is not working also. This is 3.13.1. It's not working very well. It's a fucking disaster, let me say. 3.13.2 will come in around 2 weeks, and there will be another wipe. So we will have to restart again. But well, it's like this. That's why I'm doing this video, because okay, now it has opened. It has no cargo. If it has any cargo, I will steal it if it's worth it. Okay. And now I will check the shared inventory. The Kulas Black has shared inventory that is here in this, and it is empty, I think. Yeah, it is empty, so I can. There is nothing. The ammo racks are also empty. Sorry, the weapon racks. There is no cargo. And now I will show you that I can move my cargo to this ship using the tractor beam. This is used for stealing cargo from another ship. Okay, so if you find a ship that has nice cargo inside, you can move the cargo from the ship you find to your ship. Now I am doing the other way around. I am moving from my ship to the other ship, but well. As you have seen, there is a lot of server desyncing, there is lag. Okay, so what you have to do is move the cargo from the ship you find to your ship, and put them in the violet outlines that appear, and then the cargo will just be placed automatically in the correct position in the cargo bay. Terminals will not detect a ship that is not mine, so I cannot sell cargo that is in a ship that is not my ship. That's why you have to transfer any cargo you find to your ship. Okay? So, if you find a ship with cargo, you need your ship. And you need a ship that can haul a big amount of cargo. Because you cannot sell from a ship that is not yours. The terminals will not detect the cargo. So you will lose it if you land at a spaceport or at a station with a ship that is not yours. When you land, you will not be able to store that ship, and you will lose the cargo. And the terminals will also not detect your ship. And the other thing you must know is that to sell stolen cargo, you must go to some special terminals that purchase stolen cargo. That they are named at no questions asked terminals. But I will explain how to sell stolen cargo in another video, because this is a beginner's guide video, and selling stolen cargo and stealing cargo is not easy. So, but well, you have seen that you can move the cargo, you can steal cargo from other ships, and that is nice. You have seen how to loot. Okay. Now I was trying to position this box correctly, but it wouldn't move. There is a lot of lag, a lot of desyncing. It's not a good time for new players, because as you are new, when you press a key, it will not work, but if you wait, then it will work. So it's a pain in the ass right now, this lag and this server desync for new players. And that's it, guys. See you in the next chapter. Chapter will continue looting and trading. So have a nice one, and see ya.